Well, 1 week left. 1 week to go.
The season finale of the NFL.
1 week. No, this week was weird. I was not a fan of this week for some odd reason.
I feel like because all the teams you wanted to win lost you. I feel like that's why.
Yeah, the Chiefs lost. Wanted them to win. Colts lost. Wanted them to win.
Ooh, your favorite play made a comeback, though.
Yeah. AB, you're an idiot. I repeat, you're an idiot. You're a disgrace to the NFL and humanity.
Bell got some snaps in Tampa, which is weird to see. What a week, man. What a week.
So some teams did clinch. The Eagles clinched the spot. They're in.
Yep.
One thing I don't get is the Raiders beat the Colts. They have the same record, but the Colts are still in, and the Raiders are on the outside. I don't get that.
I thought the Raiders are also in.
No. I thought so. I looked this morning. They're the 8th seed, but they have the same record. So I thought head-to-head was first, and that would have put the Raiders in.
That makes me say que pasa.
Well, it's weird because apparently the Raiders are actually, the 9th seed, technically, because the Chargers are the 8th seed.
Oh, are they? I thought
Which
the Chargers
is even
were
weirder.
in.
Are the Chargers? Chargers? You say Chargers? You say Cardinals?
What is this?
The
Yeah,
NFL.
okay, yeah. Chargers are in. They're the 7th seed.
No, they're in the hunt, it's saying. The 7th seed. Oh, what?
So for some reason on the NFL app, in the hunt is the wild card teams. I don't understand why it's like that.
Yeah,
I was
that's
looking at it
stupid.
last night. But yeah, I don't get it. But let's get into some recaps here. Huh?
We got some games to talk about.
So no Thursday game. Those were done.
The Bears. 29-3. Mike
remember the
Glennon.
Bears?
Dude,
Hey.
Mike, what do you have? 4 fumbles and 2 picks or something like that? Mike
Hey.
Glennon?
Hey, he
TJ.
played fantastic
TJ, just
for his
know-
standards.
Just know, TJ, you actually had more passing yards than the Giants' entire offense
The
did.
Giants had negative 10 passing yards.
You're welcome, Giants.
passing yards.
New York hit me
They
up.
still got 3 points somehow.
That has
Yeah,
got to
how
be an
does that
NFL
work?
record. Negative?
Yeah.
Negative 10? Come on, dog.
How do you think they feel about that?
Oh, yeah, they feel pretty great.
Hey, Daniel Jones
record
feels
over.
pretty good. He's like, yeah, I'm the guy here.
Well, apparently, unless they're trying to trade for Russell Wilson.
Well, yeah, I don't know. We didn't watch this game. This game was a nobody cares game, in my opinion.
And another nobody
show.
cares game was Jags and Patriots, which was 10-50.
Yeah.
But real
I
quick-
said that right. 10-50.
10-50. Yeah, real quick. Did it seems like every time Matt Nagy's name gets thrown out, they win because
Yeah.
they're talking again like he's fired after the season, and now they win.
Yeah. Well, they said going into week 18, they're going to start looking for people. They're going to start looking at candidates.
I mean, look,
Is it still over even if they win in
yeah,
week 18?
I think so.
Listen, if he wins 7 games, let's say he wins out. He goes 7-10 this season. Is
not
that
bad.
enough to keep his job?
Congrats. You beat Mike Glennon. You beat the
Mike
Lions.
Glennon.
What else? I mean,
I don't
what,
know.
I don't know.
Do the players like him?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't follow the
they're
Bears.
winning
I don't
games.
know.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe that he is a decent coach or a decent guy. At least maybe he lets them do whatever they want because why aren't they losing because of it? I don't know.
I think he'll be gone, but who knows?
Sorry.
I don't know, man.
Now we can talk about the Patriots in the Jaguars.
What a stomp. Hey, the Jags suck, dude.
There's
Hey, they put up 10
definitely
points.
they're putting up the biggest case to be the
Their
worst team.
defense has to be one of the worst
trying.
of all time because this is not the first time they've given up like
But they
crap
beat
ton
the
of points.
Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Truth be told, like the touchdown that they had was towards the end of the game. Also, it was 50-3 at one point.
For the majority of the not
Like,
the majority of
shoot.
the game, but yeah. The Jaguars scored 3 points for pretty much the majority of the game, and then got a touchdown at the end there. So
They
got a
suck.
touchdown at the end. They are awful. Patriots maybe back on track a little bit. I don't know. I mean,
here's the thing. Okay, so like last year, Joe Burrow came into Cincy. He didn't have a good O-line, but he still made some stuff happen on
but he got
offense.
hurt though.
He got hurt. No, I'm saying yes, but even before he got hurt, he still made some things happen on offense that you were like, okay, maybe he's taking this
Showed some signs
organization
of hope
in a
you would
good
say.
way. What is Trevor Lawrence doing? Because he put up 10 points.
He's putting up interceptions, baby.
I get he doesn't have a lot of his receivers that he would normally. There are a lot of injuries on the Jaguars, but still, he can't even score with anybody,
No,
man.
they
It's
suck.
like,
Hey, so that whole team's a disaster.
so is he a bust? Obviously, it's
Not
one
yet.
season.
It's one season, but I would say right now.
Yeah,
Right
like,
now.
Trevor Lawrence, the guy who's
He's thrown a lot of interceptions.
Yes.
That's not good.
yeah,
Yes.
that sucks.
It's
I
one
mean,
season. I'm not gonna call him a
it's-
bust, but for his rookie year, yeah, I'd call him a bust.
On the other hand, though,
first
like-
QB taken first round, yeah, you're.
Having Urban Meyer to develop him, and then Urban
didn't
Meyer
help.
was
Yeah,
a
that-
bust.
I mean, you
Yeah.
want to talk about being thrown in the fire? I mean,
Yeah.
he was thrown in the fire with gasoline. You know. I mean,
oh yeah, it's a whole lot of gasoline.
Maybe
Whole
no
lot of
leadership.
Propane.
It was just crazy because coming into the season, like Trevor Lawrence is the guy. He's the QB
Yeah.
that's going to change.
because he
all
hasn't
QBs
lost his
from here on out.
whole career.
He's
Now
the
look at him.
new Tom Brady. Forget Patrick Mahomes. Trevor Lawrence. He got the haircut. He got the do. It's this guy. And he comes in and he goes 2-14.
Boom 14.
I don't know. I don't know. Good luck, guys. Not
All them
really.
scouts, all them draft analysts
Yeah.
saying he's the next best ever.
Yeah.
I
Do you
don't-
think this is a spike game for Mac Jones? I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah,
Mac Jones got overlooked.
Yeah.
He saw, oh, this guy from Bama stinks.
Him and-
Trevor Lawrence
Oh,
is
yeah.
the guy.
Him and Bill were cracking jokes on the sideline. Apparently,
Nah,
Just having a great
I don't
time.
Wow.
think Trevor's a bad quarterback. It's just.
I'd like
can't-
to think
the
he's not.
The situation he's in, who could do?
You think
Like,
nobody could succeed?
I don't think
No
Brady
rookie.
could.
No.
You don't think Brady could succeed?
Because if like I'm saying, if you literally switch Trevor and Brady, like Brady doesn't bring his whole posse with him, just Brady goes right in that position. I think they might be doing a little bit better, but they're not having a positive record.
That's a freaking good question. How many wins would the Jaguars have if they had Tom Brady instead of Trevor Lawrence? Nothing else
I don't think
different.
it would make that.
Nothing
big of a
else
difference.
different.
I feel like they could have a 500
Ooh.
record.
That sounds like a Madden
You
video.
think?
Oh,
I think they
man,
might
I
have a
don't
handful
know.
more of wins, but I don't know about go 500.
Hey, we're about to see. I mean, Tom Brady got no weapons right now. He won against the Jets yesterday.
Yeah, he does. He
Tom
has
Brady will come in. He will call his own
Who?
plays.
Gronk, Fournette,
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
Oh yeah, Mike
Mike
Evans
Evans.
is still there. I keep thinking Mike
AB.
Evans. Is hurt.
Oh.
Well, LOL.
Oh, Scotty Miller.
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon
Yeah,
Bell.
well.
That's a good one.
I don't know. Hey, good for the Patriots. 50 points. I mean.
Another good game was the Rams and Ravens.
Oh, that was a
Can we
goodie.
talk
Yeah.
about how the Ravens have lost by 1 point
Yeah, so many
3 times now? The Steelers, the
Yeah.
Rams, and then
Was
the
that back to back
Packers.
to back?
I don't know if it was maybe
Pretty close.
pretty close.
Three out of the
Did they play
last
the
4 at
Packers?
least, wasn't it?
The Packers and the Ravens played last week?
They'd have to say that
I
would
think
be devastating.
Can you imagine that though?
No.
You just lose by 1 point.
It's pretty much. Is it? Are they eliminated mathematically yet? Probably
I
not.
don't
The
think
technically.
so,
Browns
but-
are. I don't think the Ravens are.
Impressive game from Tyler Huntley. What? That's his second or third game? I think it's his second
Third.
game.
I think it's a
That's
full
third. I
game,
think it was his
actually.
third.
they
game.
lost to the
second
Bengals
because
last,
he was out last week with
week.
COVID or whatever. It would have been his
Yeah,
third game.
he's actually
I
looking
tell you
like
what, dude.
really good.
The Ravens. I mean, we say they got away with some wins, but they lost 19-20 to the Steelers, 22-24 to the Browns, 31-30 to the Packers, and then 2019 to the Rams.
Every single
They
one of
caught
the
up to
Ravens.
'em.
Every
Caught up
one
to
of
'em.
the Ravens games have come down to the end. It seems
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's just an entertaining season.
Yeah.
It's a season where if you're a Ravens fan, you're having a heart attack every single week.
Yep.
That's what's going on there with that.
Matthew Stafford, I am concerned. He threw 2 picks
Again.
with the Ravens secondary.
Yeah.
That's
Again.
not good.
Again.
That's concerning to me, actually. That one, I've been pretty chill with it. That's a concern. I don't like that.
They keep throwing interceptions, which
You can't
should
against the
be a
Ravens
worry.
secondary. And I looked at the picks too. Not good.
Oh, the pick
Not
6
good.
was terrible.
Terrible.
It was awful. What
Terrible.
was he looking at? Blindfold on? Something? I don't know.
Because it lagged.
It lagged.
He lagged.
The ball.
Some IRL lag.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
Man, yeah. I wonder if he's just. I don't know. I wonder. Do you think he's nervous?
I don't
No,
know.
I
Going into the playoffs, like he hasn't really been here before. They're saying, "Oh, you were the answer." I just don't know why he's.
Maybe there is a lot of pressure on his shoulders.
Yeah. For sure.
But he's been around so long, I just
Yeah.
can't imagine him getting nervous. I don't feel like the pressure. I mean, the pressure is on.
I want to. Well, I want to know how many times he's gone to the playoffs.
Like once.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's not a playoff. It's crazy to think.
he
but
doesn't
he's
know
not a
anything about the
quarterback. He's never been there. He doesn't know what to do.
Playoffs is definitely a different ball game.
Oh, yeah.
Someone who has been to the playoffs, though.
Who's that?
Brady and the Bucks.
Brady in the box.
This game was way closer than anyone expected it to be. 28-24, and they only won at the very end.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I was not shocked. It reminded me of last year when the Jets played the Raiders, and I'm pretty sure the Jets just let the Raiders score that deep touchdown.
They
had
100% freaking let them come
They
back.
had to
Yeah.
have, because they could have just kicked a
Why?
field goal and went up 7. Instead, they went for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah,
get
that
it.
was weird.
Like why
Robert
win?
Saleh, he knows he's coming back next year.
Yeah, for
They're
sure.
going to give him another try.
Yeah.
for sure.
They're the play calling
Well, yeah,
definitely played in
had to have.
to allow Tampa Bay to come
Like
back.
when they did score, I was like not surprised.
Yeah.
At all. I was like, whatever.
Wasn't surprised at all.
And then AB.
We're going to make a whole separate video on AB.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
You got to check that out. It's coming out today.
Good
Freaking
riddance
awesome.
with you. Good riddance.
Wow.
You still
But-
make me sad.
Hey, you know what they say?
What they
He
say?
gone.
He gone.
Is there any concern here about the Bucks?
Yes.
Because I mean, again, even though they came back, they were still losing for the majority of the game, and who knows if the Jets let
By
them
multiple
come
I'm
back.
scores.
telling
Yeah.
you, dude. They let them win. They.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson was going crazy.
So do you think this is
Crazy
into
good.
the greater scheme that Tom Brady's pitching, that Bruce Arians is pitching, or do we think that this is maybe a fall from grace for the Bucks?
I don't know.
A win's a win at the end
I
of the
still
day.
think they'll be all right.
We
in the
also got to
playoffs.
remember Bruce Arians is out there with a torn ACL,
That's true.
coaching, doing his thing out there. Came in a golf cart, and guess what? He stuck through it and got it done.
He still had that C4 strapped on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's to keep him alive.
that's a life support
Yeah.
right there.
Oh yeah.
That's hooked up to his veins, giving him oxygen.
Bruce Arians, it's reading him the plays.
He's a robot.
Cover 2.
All right, let's move on to Falcons and Bills here. Bills and Falcons first half,
Good.
close as heck.
Good first
Yeah.
half. Good. First
Josh
half.
Allen allowed them to come back into the game with the
13
turnovers.
Yeah.
2 picks, and then he got angry in the third and fourth quarter. He was running the ball a lot of quarterback designed runs, and he was
Yeah.
just running and lowering his shoulder, which I feel like whenever they get into desperation mode, that's something that they do.
Well, we know that. I mean, if they get into desperation mode, it's oh crap, Josh Allen, you got to put the entire team on your back right here. And I think I don't know if he gets nervous or throwing, or maybe he's just like, I don't have that many weapons out there. I can't hand it off. I just got to take off. And honestly, it works though. It really does.
It
I don't know
does.
how long he could stay healthy doing what he's doing, but for the time being, it is working. So
It'll
I mean, you
catch up
can't
to him.
fault them for
Like
using it.
Lamar Jackson, dude. It'll catch up to you.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
do that.
Other scary news: Kyle Pitts went out with a hamstring injury, which was devastating. He had an amazing catch, a huge, long kind of sideline catch, but
Almost took it all the way.
I know you
Broke
almost
a
took it all the
record.
way.
Barely
You almost
did.
took it all the way. Had a nice stiff arm on the way doing it, but he became the leading rookie receiver for the Atlanta Falcons, which was nice. He took that from Julio Jones.
As a tight end.
Guy
Ditka.
stinks,
That's
On Mike
insane. He
Ditka
took
for
that
the-
from
the whole
Julio
NFL.
Jones.
huh?
He took that from Julio Jones.
He's just like
And he's a tight end.
And he's
bro.
a tight end. That's
He literally
nuts.
took over
Oh.
Julio Jones' role. Gets
Yeah.
all yards, no tutties.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what Julio did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And which again, like I said, I'm happy to have a younger, healthier version
nice.
of Julio. So
He's nice.
And again, the hamstring injury, it's a little concerning, but it was
Yeah,
cold outside. It was in Buffalo,
End
so
of
I
the
don't
season.
I don't think it's going to be anything too devastating, thankfully. But
He'll be all right.
yeah, unfortunately, the Falcons didn't win this one. I didn't know if I really wanted them to win this one, but it always gets down to the wire, and I'm like, man, I want to watch them win. It's hard to be like, all right,
Oh,
go
yeah.
ahead, my favorite team lose.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want you to
Oh,
lose. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens next season, I guess.
Next,
I
I
feel
think was game of the week for me. Honestly,
Yeah, I mean,
Chiefs
I don't know if they're.
and Bengals.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
really
what a
not much
shootout.
argument.
What a
I am
freaking
shocked
game.
by the Bengals. I
What a
am.
game.
They were down 14-0. I'm like, yep, this is kind of,
Yeah.
Bengals playing a good team. Look at them.
I thought
Hey,
they
good
were.
for you guys.
I thought they were never going to be able to come back.
Oh,
from
they
that.
came back.
I thought
Oh, man.
Chiefs would score, Bengals would score, Chiefs would score, Bengals would score, Chiefs would score, Bengals would score, but they always had that
I
one
was
possession. up
happy
on
to
them.
see an offensive shootout. We haven't seen that
No.
too much this year.
They could not stop Jamar Chase.
266 yards.
Dude's a rookie.
Jamar Chase.
He's a rookie.
He's a rookie.
That means it's his first year in
Oh,
the
yeah.
NFL.
And he's doing that.
I mean,
and Joe
it-
Burrow
yeah.
is like a second-year dude. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
doing that.
Yeah. Well, they
Yeah.
got that LSU connection as well. So I mean, they've been doing
Oh,
that
yeah.
I
for
know.
years.
This is insane.
But
Like,
again, they
Hey.
looked impressive as all hell.
Oh
right
my
there. Man,
gosh,
that was some good football to watch.
They
And
did.
it's
They,
scary football to watch.
Yeah, I don't like it.
The
That's my
Bengals-
division now.
The Bengals honestly seemed like they could kind of do whatever they wanted right there with Jamar Chase. Like, genuinely.
They could not
I mean, once a
stop 'em.
receiver gets hot like that, man,
They're hitting
But
everything.
They left
Can't
him
stop 'em.
one-on-one.
It wasn't even like wide
know.
open catches either. Like, he was making like some hard
Oh,
catches
yeah.
to make, like sideline catches,
Oh,
over the
yeah.
shoulder catches where he had to kind of come back, and he made them all happen. That one touchdown, how he kept his feet in bounds, that's a veteran-like receiver play, and he's
Yeah.
making it in his first year.
Keeping it in mind here, real quick, this is an incredibly important game for the Chiefs because now with the
Yes.
loss, the Titans have surpassed them. The Titans, out of all teams right now, the first round bye in the AFC.
so I'm kind of happy about. I don't want the
Sure?
I don't want the road to go through
Yeah,
Arrowhead.
but then
I don't
Derrick
know.
Sure,
Henry,
yeah,
I don't
sure.
either.
He comes back, and then what?
I know, but it's just the Chiefs every year now. It's just like, you know what, make them go somewhere else. You know?
I will say, though, I'm a little bit concerned. I don't see the Bengals beating the Chiefs twice. And if they
Oh,
see
I
them
don't
in the
either.
playoffs, that's going to be a scary,
I'm not gonna lie,
scary
I-
rematch.
Here's the thing: if that game didn't end the way it did, I think the Chiefs might have came back and won because there was like a minute left on the clock, and then there was
They
that
didn't,
whole.
they didn't want to give Patrick Mahomes a minute.
Exactly.
They
That's
didn't.
why they went for it
Yeah.
on fourth down, and then they got that first
Yeah.
down call, and then
Yeah,
they
pretty much.
And it ended up
needed-
working out.
It right, and it did. But I'm thinking if they score right there and they give Patrick Mahomes a minute left, I'm thinking that the Chiefs come down and score.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I think so.
But that didn't happen.
Right.
That's
No,
the
I
only
know.
thing.
That's why I think if they do play again,
Like even if
Yeah.
they scored a touchdown, not just
Yeah.
went for a field goal, you think they would have come back
Yeah.
with like no timeouts? Well, then they could have really only tied unless
They
they
could
went for a
have tied.
2-point conversion.
right overtime.
cool.
I respect it, dude. That made it so entertaining. The fact that they
Yeah,
decided to
it
go
really
for the
did.
Oh,
touchdown
yeah.
on fourth down
Yeah.
with. Well, the game was tied, right? The game was literally
Yeah.
tied
yeah.
Yeah.
on fourth down.
No. The Chiefs were up by 3, I believe, weren't they?
No,
It was tied
Yeah,
because
it
we were
was-
saying,
was it
like, why
31?
don't they just kick it? Because then all the Chiefs
Oh,
have
that's
to
right.
do
It
is
was
sit
Because
down
they
and
ended up
kick
kicking a field goal
Yeah.
regardless. Yeah.
And then 2 penalties back-to-back plays.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, all right, now is it in the back of your head now that you shouldn't be doing this because
Yeah.
even with the penalties, I mean, they didn't convert.
Yeah.
And then the face mask call in the end zone, automatic first down, was able to just end the game with a field goal.
Yeah.
And Joe Burrow went out for a play, dude. I was actually convinced for a second their backup was going to come in and kneel the ball instead of spike it by
Messed up.
accident, which would have been just epic. That would have been like Cincinnati Bengals
That would've
for
been
you.
funny.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He did good. He threw the ball and it hit the ground. That was great.
He knew they were probably telling him, listen, dude.
Our coach is
if
screaming at him.
somehow this ball doesn't get spiked to the ground, your career's done. You're over.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
yeah, but that's a huge dub for the Cincinnati
Won the
Bengals.
division. First time since
Clinch North,
2015.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pieces of crap.
Yeah. Who would have thought, though?
Not me.
They're
Not
one of
this
the big
year.
shockers.
I thought they were going to come last in the division this year. Now look at them.
Wow.
Wow.
Joke's on me.
Well, you're pretty good at predicting stuff because next we have the Dolphins game.
Oh, man, yeah. Oh, man, was I
What
having...
happened?
Oh, you guys stink. You guys did the complete opposite. Your
Yeah.
defense didn't show up whatsoever.
34-3.
You guys couldn't play in the rain. Tua, you idiot.
And then from Miami, they couldn't play in the rain.
Yeah, they couldn't. I mean, they were fumbling around. I was having fun with you Dolphins. I was kind of getting hyped with you.
Yeah.
And you guys look like the Dolphins out there.
I like the Dolphins. I wish the Dolphins would have done something better, but, man, that Cinderella story had to come to an end at some point.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
why'd
it was
it
going
have
to come
to
to
be
an
like
end.
that?
I thought it was going to be last week with the Saints, but the whole COVID stuff kind of threw that out the window, and it just so happened to be the
Yeah,
Titans.
y'all stink. Y'all stink for that. The way,
Yeah.
It wasn't even a close game. Y'all stink.
No, truth be told, the Titans are actually heating up right now. Even with the loss
Yeah.
to the Steelers, they outplayed the heck out of the Steelers. They've had 3 good weeks in a row. I know with the loss to Steelers, you could say that was really bad, which it was, but I mean, they're still here with a chance at a first-round bye.
Yeah.
Gives Derrick Henry another week to potentially come back.
Yep.
That's huge. And I tell you what, if Derrick Henry comes back, new favorite.
They're doing it with
New
A.J.
favorite
Brown.
for me, at least.
Yeah, they're doing it with just A.J. Brown, and it's not super shocking because, honestly, if you look back at the past couple of years, A.J. Brown's been their only receiver. Obviously, they had Derrick Henry in the backfield to kind of help that, but it's just crazy that they're getting it done. And, again, the Miami Dolphins, they weren't a bad team. They weren't a pushover team. They won 7 games straight for a reason. So.
Okay, 2 is just not the answer.
They
I'm
might have.
telling
They
you.
might be
That-
posers. They didn't really beat anybody great.
I know.
That's kind of what was in the back of my head the entire time. They ran into a good
Well, it was
opponent
the
in
defense
Tennessee.
for me, and look
The
what
defe-
happened.
Yeah, the defense is what I
Nothing.
thought was carrying them. But we've seen that how many times before in past
Yeah.
seasons. So I thought, hey, they could get it done.
Yeah.
They could.
Well,
but-
Dolphins, you guys are now. I'm done with you. I was
Yeah.
having fun with you. Yeah,
They really don't have a choice. They're pretty much like eliminated.
You were swimming in the ocean, and now you're
I got eaten by a shark.
on land.
Oh,
Wow.
oh.
Wow.
Man, what a shame.
Dolphins do really good against sharks, though. I heard.
They do.
They
They're
swim
vicious
past,
Not these
right?
ones. Not these ones.
The Dolphins,
No.
they're cruel animals. They kill sharks for fun.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're pretty sick.
That's awesome.
They're pretty sick.
That's
You know?
okay. Well, the Raiders and go.
Oh, disappointing game. I was very disappointed in the
It was a
Colts in
good
this one.
game.
It was a
happened.
good game.
It freaking
Carson
happened.
Wentz was doing some weird things, man. He
Uh,
had some decent passes, but man, he just seemed like he wasn't playoff caliber, in my opinion.
No.
Just to say it as blunt as possible.
Carson Wentz, at the end of the day, is going to hold the Colts back
Yeah.
from doing any playoff damage.
Yeah. If they have to rely on the pass for any reason, it's going to come back to bite them in the butt.
And when you're in the playoffs, you're gonna more than likely
see,
have to rely
Either
on the
he's on
passing
or he's
game.
off, though. They had to rely on him against Arizona, and it worked out. Yesterday,
Well-
obviously, it didn't.
He didn't have a complete game versus Arizona, though.
Yeah, I know.
He had a couple of, like, good drives whenever he needed to, but besides that, he wasn't. He was doing what he's been doing.
No, you're right. He's not. He has been underperforming.
Maybe they don't give him the chance to throw enough to heat
that's
up.
the thing. They don't.
No.
They don't.
But then again,
I-
like he started 2 for 8 this game.
I know.
So,
But most of the
If
time,
he's
they just
throwing-
run it on first and second down, and then they pass it.
yeah, I mean, it seems
Yeah.
pretty predictable.
Which I know they have Jonathan Taylor, and he had a good game yesterday, but
Yeah.
I mean, not all your teams can be the best, you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
look, Colts, pretty much.
I
not
still
necessarily
like the Colts.
still in.
I still like the Colts.
Oh, clearly.
Like they're not even like confirmed in the playoffs right now.
Well, they're
I mean,
in
they're
right now.
in, but like they're not like it's
Hey,
not a lock.
They're playing the Jags. You guys just finish your business.
That's all you got to do,
Just
Colts.
finish
Beat
your
the
business.
Jaguars.
If you guys don't do that, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs.
So obviously,
That's
it's
insane.
not like these two. It's a divisional game. Obviously, they don't have a lot of spite towards each other. I don't think because they don't really have enough to really have a rivalry yet. But could the Jaguars kind of spit in the Colts' eye?
Yeah.
I don't think
Or what if,
so.
what if
I
the
don't know.
opposite? The Jags just come out like, hey, you guys can just have the win. We don't really wanna play.
We're not even going to play today. Just go
Yeah.
ahead. You have fun.
Dude, yeah, if the Colts don't win, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs.
Just saying, the last time they played each other, it was decided by 6 points. 17-23. Wasn't
then-
a walk in the park.
And then they beat the Bills.
I'm not worried, man.
I wouldn't be worried either.
Oh,
The Jaguars are by far and away like the worst team right
Yeah,
now. Like they
they're
are a
so
mess.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, crazier things have happened.
That would be nuts. Hey,
I'd be sad.
the Steelers need them to lose to make it in at this point, don't we?
Whatever.
Not like
I
it's
don't
gonna
know.
happen. I don't know. I don't really even.
What do the do you guys know what the Steelers all have to have happen? or what they
No,
all
I've
have to do?
ignored
we
it all.
need.
I assume you have to win out. right?
Everything.
They're the Broncos and who is it? Broncos and Chargers or no, the Chargers and Raiders can't tie or something like that.
For okay, so they can't both be 10 and
Like they need to
7 or
they can't
9 and
tie.
8.
The Colts need to lose, I think. I don't know. It's
The only
just
hope
not,
I had is us somehow winning the division
Steelers.
if Cincinnati fumbled and we somehow won both games, but that's gone. So
it's not looking great.
it's not great.
There's not. It's not like there's a ton of things that have to happen, but the things that have to happen are just they just don't seem likely.
Yeah.
Plus, the Steelers still have to win today and
Yeah,
then
next
versus
week.
Baltimore.
yeah.
Which is not an issue.
Well, I guess so. I mean, sure, we could say that.
But
yeah.
but
anyways.
Get the Pittsburgh Post Gazette.
What?
They had a,
Yeah, I
a
saw
buy
that.
Ben
Yeah, I
thing or
seen
something.
that.
like
Saw
that.
that. I do have to get
We
that.
get it framed.
Yeah.
But anyways. Oh my God. Oh, it's over, Joe. This is it. Tonight is that game. We'll talk about that in a few.
the Eagles and Washington, though.
Washington was winning that game
say
for
Eagles
a while.
Messed up again. I don't know what to think of the Eagles, man. I really
I mean, they
don't.
didn't mess up though because they won.
No,
at the
you're
end of
right.
the
They
day.
didn't. But just the fact, which again, obviously things go different ways. But the fact that it came down to them needing to get that interception at the end of the game is like, oh, man.
Oh, I mean, it was looking like they were definitely going to blow that game and
Yes.
lose like straight off rip. They were getting outplayed, and then in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, Washington is actually going to try to come back after getting embarrassed by Dallas and come in
Makes
here.
sense.
and show a little bit of credibility. And they
Yeah.
were doing that for quite a while, but
Put
they
it
just
clean.
couldn't.
Right into the Eagles' heel. But
Yeah.
You guys see the dang the railing collapse?
yeah.
What?
You know, like when they go in the tunnel and fans are like reaching over to like high five the players.
Yeah.
Did somebody fall over?
Yeah, the thing just collapsed and a bunch of people just.
It collapsed on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts
Whoa.
is there.
He took it like a
bunch of
champ.
Eagles fans were right that he did. But then it's like you look, he's just surrounded by Eagles fans, and the security all run over. They're like
Dude.
kind of like.
So it was in
people back.
Philadelphia then.
No,
No, it was in
They were
Washington.
sticking around
In
because they
Washington.
won.
Figures.
That
Washington.
stadium,
bro.
that stadium is a health hazard. Okay, it's
Washington-
a safety hazard.
Yes, it really is. The pipe burst at the beginning of the season, pouring sewage water on the.
Oh, that was in Washington.
Now this happens, puts people in danger by
No
falling-
heated benches.
no heating benches.
What else? What is
Their
going on there we don't know
their
about?
owner is like Bob Nutten. He's very cheap.
Washington
So-
is
That
an
might even be
embarrassment
worse.
of an organization.
Well, at least they're winning games and making the playoffs and whatnot. But hot dang.
Well, we did too for a little bit.
Well, 1 year kind of.
yeah, well, I mean, when
They
did
did
they?
one
Yeah,
year.
they don't do it often.
That is true. Wow.
They need their whole.
It's all Washington. That's funny. They need to get a health inspector in there
That's what I'm saying.
immediately.
No, they just
and
pay
check
him
that
off.
place
they
out.
pay him off or something. There's, I don't know.
They need to. Yeah, they're very corrupt. We know that. Washington, their whole organization's messed
Oh,
up.
man,
but they
yeah.
need to get this whole like turnaround of a new team name and new logo and everything
Yeah.
going pretty quick.
Now that I'm thinking about it, they're a mess all around. Like
Yeah.
the fact they were in the
They
playoff
are.
hunt, they were a team that I thought actually was going to be in with the win streak they were on a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But if you look at it on the surface, everything that's happening with their owner, the stadium,
Yep.
it's Washington, no team name.
Them and the Raiders,
Right.
dude. They should fight for the craziest team this season, to be honest.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, Washington is losing out on so much money not having an actual team name because who's buying any of their merchandise?
No, why would you?
Why would you?
Oh, Washington.
That's true because then they're just going to change the name. Then
That's
it's
why. That is
irrelevant.
why they're not upgrading
Yep.
their stadium and fixing everything. I'm telling you right now.
Well, you're right because they're saving it for, and they better if they don't do it this season. Like, what are you doing?
They're not going to get a new stadium.
They
I told you,
gotta-
They're cheap.
They have
They
to
ain't buying a new
confirm if they're going to keep it. They got to let people know. Like, there's a chance they could keep Washington football
It
team.
is one of the final 8 names. Yeah.
Listen, if they stick with that, that is the worst thing imaginable.
They're the football team. They
need-
represent football as a whole.
They
Yeah, that's
need
great.
something to energize their team to bring them back. They need a new name. They need a new logo, new uniform, something to fight for, something to
Ooh.
trick the players into thinking they're a decent team.
Well,
I
TJ
got
got
one.
something good.
The Washington Redskins.
I think that was already taken.
I see TJ here.
That's actually-
there actually might be a little bit of a problem with
They
that.
can't
but-
How
that
funny would that be if
What?
they went back to that?
That'd be awesome.
We're going. the GM's like, we're going back to our tradition.
It's like, look, we thought about it. We don't care. We're going back.
That would be such.
As a Washington fan, I guarantee you all the Washington fans, a lot of them will be really happy with all like the gear and stuff that they have. They don't gotta like.
That'd be
Oh yeah,
such
their
a
Donovan
waste of
McNabb
money.
jerseys and all that. Oh
They
yeah.
need to go with the Washington Red Wolves. That's
Red
sick.
Wolves.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And they say, and everybody was saying about how the whole fans could like how. That's sick.
Sorry.
Not like
Probably
that.
not like that.
Probably not like that.
I was sad.
All right,
Anyway.
enough about this game.
A
Enough
place
about
that doesn't have fans, the Chargers.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
won.
Yeah,
They
Justin
won.
Herbie slinging.
Again, don't know what to think of them.
I don't know what to think of the Chargers either, man.
Going into the playoffs, I don't know.
I expected them to come in and win this game by a lot of points, and maybe
did.
that
I
was just
expected
me
them
being
to
kind of
win.
foolish because they've disappointed a lot of times before. They ended up splitting with the Broncos this season, but this was like a pretty big win. Just the fact that they really blew out Denver. Now, granted,
look at
no
this.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Freaking Herbert already passed Phillip Rivers, most touchdown passes in a season.
There were, which I guess it gets to the extra game, but there
Feel
were
like he's
so many
underperforming.
players that have surpassed players this season. Kyle Pitts did, Justin Herbert did, Jonathan Taylor
Yeah,
did
but they
it.
didn't even play that extra game yet.
No, you're right, but I guess this is
Yeah.
technically when they would start to sit. I guess
It's kind of crazy because
well, yeah, that's true.
I feel like every single week I've been looking at a lot of the stats, and I feel like the passing yards are down quite a bit, at least from last year.
yeah.
Quarterbacks are struggling to throw for over 250 yards, and a lot of teams are giving the ball to the running back a lot more. So maybe it's starting to turn over again because
yeah, maybe that's Ben's problem.
trends always switch in the maybe.
So, Kyle Pitts breaks Julio Jones' receiving record in a season, but Kyle Pitts has played an extra game, right?
At
No.
this
That's-
point, no. But
I mean, it's technically he already beat it before week 18.
yeah. So technically, no at this point. But
No.
like we were talking about, if teams
he
are
didn't
kind of
break
having
Julio
sealed.
Jones' record.
The
right?
rookie record, yeah.
Oh,
for rookie reception record for a
Okay.
Falcon. So he's the highest rookie reception.
Also, like Julio Jones, he gets hurt a lot. Did he get hurt at all in his rookie season?
I don't know.
That's
that
the
was a
thing,
long
'cause,
time
like,
ago.
Do you count it if they beat it in the extra week?
The record books all reset.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
telling you,
literally
it's-
like rechanging. There's like a whole new record book now.
Fix
There
your
needs
stuff,
to be.
NFL.
Which is that was the one thing that I hated whenever they threw the extra game in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. It's all a new record book. It has to be.
Yeah, which I mean now
That's
everything's
stupid.
gonna get broken.
Yeah, and like I said, this is the thing where it's still week 17, so this is still, there's been 17 weeks for the past how many years, but right now is the potential time where good players are sitting because their team's already in the playoffs. They already clinched their division. They already clinched the first
Yeah, but
seed,
if-
so
Yeah, but this year, that
But
was a
people-
different story this year. I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
anybody really clinched anything.
But
No.
people were sitting for week 17 before, you know? So then technically they were
exactly,
doing
exactly.
in 16.
Yeah.
Like, NFL, first off, fix your refs. Hire them full time.
Wow.
Don't make it a part time thing.
Wow.
We're tired of seeing all these bad calls. You guys suck. Second off, quit changing things that are
Wow.
breaking record books and stuff like this.
He said it.
You got to quit doing that.
Hey.
We're not trying to do
Yeah,
that.
hey, we got an extra week of
Washington,
football, though.
stop it.
Yeah, it's good
Fix your
football.
team name. Quit changing it. Nobody likes you anyways.
I just want to pat you on the shoulder right now.
do it.
Don't.
No, but actually, you were talking about bad referees. Bad referee call possibly in the Cardinals-Cowboys game.
Hey, okay. The
every
Cowboys, you guys got boned twice in the same play.
Twice.
Yeah, because it should have been a delay game.
Oh!
2, that was a fumble. You guys got
Yeah.
boned twice in the same play.
And they couldn't challenge it. Out of
was
challenges,
under two-
not.
Or no,
under
they
2
had they were out of
minutes.
timeouts.
They're out of timeouts. But the thing is, the NFL should eliminate the possibilities of having to challenge anything. Like, they should get it right the first time. You're a $1 billion corporation. You have 300 cameras
300
everywhere pointing at the football. You
everywhere.
can't take a second to look back and say, oh, yeah.
Well, people
Oh,
say
yeah.
that's because games would take forever if they reviewed everything.
Yeah, but you are a
Yeah, I know.
billion
No,
dollar
that
corporation.
very bad on their part. I agree. That
Like,
was
the one if I were to stop watching the NFL, it would be because of the stupid call.
The only reason why they do that is because they want controversy. They want
Or-
people talking
Yeah,
about
but
the
it
games.
happens so
Oh, yeah.
much.
Listen,
And we cover it every time.
the
Oh, yeah.
average age of a referee has to be senior citizen.
That's
like
true.
they're old as
What?
heck. They're senile. They can't keep up with the plays.
That's
If a
because-
running back's running downfield, they can't
No,
keep up with them.
it's not that. It's that they got to wake up on Monday to go to their 9 to 5 job because they're not getting paid enough by the $1 billion corporation that is the NFL.
Woo!
Hire them full time. They don't have time to look back and see what they did wrong. They have to work.
Hey, how about them Cardinals though? I told you they're gonna win this. The
what?
Them Cardinals.
Hey, them
I
Cardinals,
told
they're
you.
winning it.
Put them boys back in reality.
Hey, well, I'll tell you, they almost let the boys come back. That's
yeah,
the
but the
problem.
referee said, "Hold on now."
They said, hold on now.
Oh, wait, how much did you pay us?
I mean, it ended up being a good game. The Cardinals controlled throughout the game. Throughout the entire game.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Cowboys could not establish a run game to save their lives, which I feel like throughout the whole season they've been at least like pretty good at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that put a lot of pressure on Dak. Just hasn't been playing the same that he has in the beginning of the year whenever I was like, man, this guy has a chance to win
Yeah.
MVP. Just not
He
at
misses
that
some
level right
bad throws.
now.
I mean, he missed Amari Cooper on a couple of slant ones,
Yeah.
and then he's thrown too high on some passes. But hey,
Okay.
He got some though.
Yeah, this game was so important for the Cardinals because a 4-game losing streak
Oh, yeah.
about to be
That's
heading
a big
into the
win.
playoffs.
Hey, but you know why they
Yeah.
won this game too?
Why is that, Joe?
Kyler Murray has never lost in that stadium as a high
Never.
school player.
Oh.
Won all his state games there.
Wow.
College
That's
won
true.
his game there,
Wow,
and he beat
great.
the Cowboys once there.
Wow.
He ain't losing
He
there.
pretty much owns Dallas.
Yeah,
Wow.
He owns Dallas.
he ain't losing there.
Jerry Jones is pissed.
That's awesome. All right, game that really didn't matter either. Seahawks destroyed the Lions.
Hey, DK Metcalf saved all his touchdowns for this game.
For anybody
Yeah,
that made it to your
honestly.
fantasy football championship with DK Metcalf, which probably wasn't many of you.
Hey, that would have been me if I would have made
Would
it.
you have
'Cause I
started
had
him?
against the Lions. Yeah.
Yeah, probably against the
Yeah.
Lions. Well, you wouldn't have felt good about it, though.
I didn't feel good about this.
You might have considered not starting him if you had a really good backup.
I like it.
He ain't doing that great either. But yeah, okay. So Seahawks destroyed the Lions. They put up 51 points.
Yeah.
Just goes to show you the Lions are trash because the Seahawks are also trash. But
Yeah.
they won by
But
a
the Lions
lot.
beat the Cardinals.
Lions to beat the Cardinals. They
Yeah, that would make
also
sense.
tied the Steelers. which isn't saying much.
Did they beat the Vikings? They beat the Vikings.
They beat the Vikings. Wasn't that the game where the Vikings got a game-winning field goal at the end of the game?
No.
But, like,
They played them twice.
They put them twice.
that's right. I was thinking of the first time.
dummy.
2-13-1.
Haha. That's awesome.
Which kind of isn't the coolest.
That's not really even
Well,
that cool
they could
anymore at this
win one and they'd be like 3-13.
3-13-1. 3-1-3-1.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
pretty
That's
sick.
No, wait, I'm rooting for the
Whoa,
Lions.
who-
Let's go Lions. Let's go Lions. Let's go Lions.
They played a divisional game, I'm
Oh,
sure.
Packers.
Packers. Yeah.
Packers. Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
got this one.
Well,
that.
they got the first round bye locked up. What are the Packers going to do?
do they have the first
Yeah.
round locked up?
With the Cowboys
That's
losing.
lost,
Yeah.
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 So don't start. Lose.
Let's
Lose
go
for the Lions.
Let's go Lions. Okay. Panthers Saints up next. 10-18 game. Low scoring defensive battle.
Ain't nobody care.
Ain't nobody care. Why does nobody
nobody
care,
care,
Joe? Because
These
like
teams suck.
they kind of stink.
Ain't nobody care.
Hey,
These games don't
Saints-
mean nothing.
Are Saints in the playoffs? Or are they looking out right now?
Oh, they're
They're on the outside looking in,
They have potential.
they're the 8th seed, but no.
but they can't though.
So what has
because
to happen?
The
Because the
Eagles
Eagles locked up a spot. They're the 7th seed right now.
So what can they do? What are the
49ers?
49ers maybe not in yet?
I think this is all locked up at this point.
It seems like it's all
has to
locked
be.
up.
It has to be, right?
But 49, wait, because the Saints are what? Are they 8-8?
won. I think the 49ers clinched by winning yesterday. I don't think the Saints. You know
The
what? We're not
49ers.
going to talk about it. They ain't getting in. All right.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
49ers
We'll
are
get into
9-7.
it, but just
Saints are 8-8. I mean, what has to happen there?
the
You know what I mean?
49ers lose, Saints win.
Yeah, but like
Maybe.
maybe.
They swap out.
I'm not even confirming if that's a factual statement.
They're
or
definitely
not. I
not
don't know.
eliminated. I know that. I don't get it though. I don't know. It's weird.
I feel like so much like
There might be
Congestion.
other teams might have to do stuff
dude,
as well.
constipation.
They should have a breakdown of every team and what
Hey,
they have to do.
They
I'm
definitely
sure they do,
do
but
somewhere, but
That's
hey.
awesome. 49ers Texans 23-7. Elijah Mitchell, he gone.
Here, go.
Your boy Trey Lance.
What do you
He's
want to
aight with
say?
it. He's aight
he
with
threw a
it.
pick.
Okay.
Okay, and look at the good stuff he did. You look at the one bad thing he did.
So
That's right.
I was actually
That's right.
watching this game for the whole game. I watched the whole
Oh, you
game.
kind of were sleeping.
And I did fall asleep a little bit because it was a long week, okay? But I did watch the
watched
majority
it.
of this game. I was shocked to find out like Trey Lance's stat line because in the first half I just felt like
You felt
he
his
didn't
presence.
want to throw. He wanted to just drop his head and run. And I know the 49ers are a running team, but like at the end of the day, if you look at the stat line, it was actually quite nice.
Yeah.
But it was versus the Texans.
Texans
It took them a while to get heated up because
and the Texans.
stink.
stink.
They stink.
Stink like poo poo.
Yeah.
On a bad day.
I'm sure that what he did wasn't good enough to say, hey, he's going to be starting over Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo's healthy.
No crap.
I feel like,
No crap, Tom. Get your head out of your butt, please.
but,
Can you just do that?
But-
yeah, but get your head out
but-
of your butt.
but he might be starting next week also.
Okay, but he's not starting in the playoffs. I'm sorry. to
Well, he
tell
has
you that.
another chance.
Unless Jimmy
and if he
G
does good-
is dead
But
or just not healthy.
So you think one spectacular game would put
Like
him
what?
over?
Yeah, was
Yeah,
that-
like what he did wasn't bad at all. What he did was
Yeah, I'm not
actually
saying-
pretty good for coming
yeah,
in.
not bad against the Texans.
But this is Texans.
But it was versus the Texans. Okay, so he may have another week. He probably will have another week.
Probably will have another week because they want Jimmy G to be healthy for the playoffs.
If they make the playoffs.
All right. Now we're just talking nonsense here.
Hey, I don't know what.
I mean, if Trey
terrible
Lance
things
were to
have
go
happen.
crazy, that's what has to happen. He has
like
to go
what,
crazy.
500 yards or something like that?
Yeah,
like
I'm
what are you
talking
on
like-
about
I'm
here?
talking like over 300 yards.
387.
Two
don't
touchdowns, a rushing
see-
touchdown.
They're not putting him
world.
in. Yeah, I don't
when
either.
they start Trey Lance
what I'm
in a
saying.
playoff.
But here's
That's
what
I'm
it,
saying.
But
They
you got to
won't.
hear me out for a second though. With
I'm
Jimmy
done hearing
Garoppolo's
you out.
thumb, say he starts and he starts off slow,
Yeah.
and the Niners get down early, and he throws that interception
That's
like
not
early.
starting.
And he, huh?
That's not starting.
Yeah, I know, but if Trey Lance wins both of these games and can show something, then
Then
don't
yes,
be
he has a
shocked if he
chance to
comes
get
in. Don't be
Don't
be
think he has a
shocked.
chance to get in. I don't think there's a
Yeah,
single
but like
chance he's
before he
starting.
had this chance to start, there was no way he would have came in
Why
in a playoff game.
Are you
If-
arguing?
Stop
this?
looking at me like that. You look
Because
like
like,
a
what are
serial
you
killer.
doing,
You're
dude?
just
Like,
changing
this-
the scenario.
No, I'm not. I'm
Hey,
saying with
he's
these games,
not starting, bro.
On 3. He's not starting.
I'm not
You
saying
count
that he's
out.
starting.
Yeah, you are.
You are.
I'm not saying that he's starting.
Yeah, you are.
If he has a spectacular game in Week 18, then the talks will happen.
You're the reason why I'm constipated, honestly.
Sure, you take it down like once a week.
Exactly. You're the reason.
constipated.
You've done that your whole
Fine.
life.
I've known you a while.
That is true. My bad.
All right.
That was stupid, all right?
Anyway.
Okay, but then next week, if he goes off, I'm not expecting him to.
You're saying a
Then
bunch
we're
of
going to
what
have
ifs.
another news story to
You're
talk about, and I'll
saying
say, I told you so.
You're saying a bunch of what ifs, though, and like, yeah, maybe he might. He has a chance, sure, but who cares?
If Jimmy G is 100% healthy.
What do you mean? Who cares?
Hey.
If Trey Lance starts a playoff game, that is very significant,
Yeah,
TJ.
but you're saying he's not going to start.
I'm saying there's a chance he could, and you guys aren't acknowledging
There's
it.
not a chance he could start.
You're not
the
acknowledging
only
it.
chance he could start is if Jimmy G is too injured.
Who even knows if Jimmy G's not too? He is injured. Maybe he's too injured. Maybe he's
Like,
too injured.
is
It
that-
won't
if
be available for
Jimmy
the
G's
wild
100%
card.
healthy, do you still think Trey Lance would have a shot to start?
If Trey Lance balls out
Answer the
week
question.
18, yes.
So 100% Trey Lance, 100% Jimmy G. Trey
You're
Lance balled out the
you're
week
on
before.
crack,
You're
bro.
picking
Trey Lance
You're
would
on
have to go
crack.
off.
You're on crack.
Okay, but
That's all that I'm trying to
You're
say.
on crack.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
How
you
are you
are.
going to tell me if Trey Lance came in,
Open up
solid
your arm
game,
pocket and get in there.
Solid
and
game
just
versus
think
the
about what you're
Texans.
saying.
and then he came in week 18 with who is it? Seattle? Is that who
Maybe.
they're playing?
Yeah, but dog,
I don't know.
he didn't go
Arizona,
off against
maybe.
the Texans. Why would he go off
Bro,
against
you want me to?
That's a
Dog,
really
you act
good
like he
game.
had a bad game.
No,
Look,
but he didn't go off, and if he
Look.
was going to go off, that was his chance.
250 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Is that going off?
Yes, but
is that
listen.
going off?
He had a good game.
It's
but
pretty good.
Good
Is that
game.
going off?
No, that's why I'm saying he'd have to do it in week 18.
Okay, but
Okay, they play the Titans.
that's the thing. They play the
Okay,
Titans.
yeah,
and the
that'll be
Texans are a better team, or I mean, a worse team. That was his chance.
Why would you start a rookie who's had 2 good games over Jimmy G, who's gotten them to a Super Bowl in the past? Yes, he's handed it off, but
he's been Jimmy
he
G.
has playoff.
I've been watching
experience.
Jimmy G this year, and he has the games they've lost. He has been the reason why
The 49ers
they've
play
lost.
the Rams this week. Okay, if they win, you're still on crack.
They play the Rams or the Titans.
The Rams. Who's saying the Titans?
They play
Everybody else
the
is
Titans
saying
in
the
week
Titans.
18.
No, they don't. They always play a divisional game last week.
What is going
What are
on
you talking
here?
about?
Who's feeding me false information?
They play the
49ers
Rams. They do
are
play the
playing
Rams.
Oh, I might have looked at the Texans. I might look at the Texans. I might
Unbelievable.
look at the Texans.
Unbelievable.
But it doesn't matter. It's still not going to happen. It's not. It doesn't
Okay,
matter
I'm
who they
not.
play.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm saying it's going to be a huge conversation topic if he goes off versus the
Dog,
Rams.
you have changed what you were saying 3 different times now. You said
No,
he's gonna
I'm
start,
not.
then you said he might come in, and now you're saying it's going to be a conversation topic. It's not going to happen.
Okay, if he goes off, I'm not expecting him to. If he goes off versus the Rams, people are going to be questioning
This is-
who's starting in the playoffs
Okay.
in the wild card, Garoppolo or Lance. That's all I've been trying
People are
to
going to
say.
say that about the Ravens, too. If Tyler Huntley goes off, who's going to start? Lamar
No,
or Tyler
they're
Huntley?
not. Get
That's
the
the
heck outta here.
exact same scenario, dog.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
all
No,
right.
it's not.
Explain to me how it's
It's not because the 49ers traded up to get Trey Lance to be their future, their quarterback. I'm sure they
It's still-
expected as well as a lot of us did. I did for him to come in
You
this
just
year.
have a freaking signed helmet and you just want it to be worth a lot of money.
No, screw you guys. Tell them right now. Screw all these guys right now.
It's a backup.
Screw 'em.
It's a backup
You'd
plan.
like that,
Good.
wouldn't you?
No, maybe a little bit.
Same scenario.
All right, last
Whatever.
game that we get to talk about that has a definitive end is the Green Bay Packers versus the Vikings. Packers did what they had to do.
Dude.
They went off. They beat the Vikings. Devontae Adams had a really good game.
He can't be covered.
Hey, but how about that lineman? We almost had
Oh, that
the
was the
immaculate
immaculate
reception.
reception.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That
Oh
would've
my
been
goodness.
sick.
Nobody was paying attention at first, and he just like.
The dude that tackled the dude was like celebrating, and you see the lineman going down the field a little
That was
bit.
awesome. I love that. Actually,
That's
that was
it.
so cool.
That's the only thing. That
Well,
I like.
so the big question is. Are the Packers going to play? Shut up. Are the Packers going to play their starters in Week 18, knowing already that they have a first-round bye? Because sitting out 2 weeks,
I'm going to say part of the game.
I would sit out Aaron Rodgers only because of his toe.
Kirk.
Only because of his
I didn't hear
toe.
anything about his toe this week.
I didn't
though.
know anything about his toes.
It's
to be
still
honest,
injured
but
though. There's no way it's not.
Yeah, if it's like.
But if Aaron Rodgers is out, don't you think that's significant enough where
The Lions.
the quarterback throwing to all the receivers
Yeah.
that are in, the running
Yeah.
backs are in, just throws everything off?
I think it's a big mistake to have all your guys sit out 2 weeks in a row.
I
No, that's
agree.
what I feel like they should at least play the first half. That's what I would
agree.
expect.
So I
Even
think
even
half.
Aaron Rodgers, I expect him to
Listen,
play
I
the
agree.
first half.
Listen, we're doing a 3-man challenge this week, and I'm picking Kurt Ben Kirk.
Sure.
Kurt Ben Kirk.
What if
Do
we-
it.
I'm-
He
I'm-
might
yeah,
not
let's
even.
just
He
steal
might
him.
not even
I'm
be
stealing
$1.
him.
He might be like $2 or $3.
Kurt Ben Kirk.
What
Sure.
if he's a prime target? He could definitely get stolen.
Not if
He
I
could get stolen.
don't.
You might have to take him first
You might
overall.
have to take him first.
I will.
TJ.
All
Yeah.
right, and then the big game.
Tonight.
Ben
Let's go.
Roethlisberger.
We're throwing down.
potentially his last home game in Heinz Field, going against
The Browns. Big Ben throwing down versus the Browns.
in the tan.
Dan.
Where's it happen?
Dan.
I'm so sad.
Look.
If we were at the game and when they call the names coming out the tunnel, I would cry.
Well,
Would you try to streak the field and hug him naked?
would you wear a diaper?
That's hot.
Oh yeah.
So you don't have to go to the bathroom. Don't miss a game.
Dude. Oh, I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah, this is
Reality's starting to hit.
this is Ben's last game in Pittsburgh. He's taken on Cleveland. He's had a good track record versus Cleveland.
True.
It's gonna be a good one.
If you guys seen in our picks, everything happened so fast. I picked Cleveland, but like instantly as soon as I threw that card up, I wanted to switch it, but that's illegal nowadays.
Yeah, Steelers should win this game.
The
I think
Steelers
they
should
will.
win this game. The
I think
Browns
they will.
have nothing to play for except for to like ruin Ben's
Yeah.
Reputation.
last
storybook finish.
Miles
Trying
Garrett
to-
probably wants to get a few more sacks.
I guess so. Who even cares? By the way, I just got breaking news that Jamar Chase is now leading in Rookie of the Year
I expected
true.
that. I expected
voting.
that. Big shot.
And also,
dude.
Joe Burrow is now apparently number 3.
MVP candidate.
Number 3 MVP candidate after 1 week, which I don't understand how just after 1 week
Well,
that could just jump up
Well,
so
no,
much.
That's 2 weeks. That
If
500
he
yard
threw
game,
less
man.
Well, that
interceptions this
actually
year,
is a fair
he would
point.
probably be in the running.
Dude,
Dude, a little bit too many interceptions.
Anybody
this year.
throws 500 yards in a game, they're talking
Yeah.
MVP. That's
Also, please explain to me why Josh Allen is not in the Pro Bowl and Lamar Jackson is. Thank you.
Or why he's not in the Pro Bowl, but he's an MVP candidate.
Yeah,
Josh
that
Allen, MVP candidate, not in the
Why
Pro
is
Bowl.
Lamar Jackson? Why is Lamar Jackson in the Pro Bowl?
we have a
Answer
lot
me
of
that,
questions
please.
for you guys.
Well,
The
Joe Burrow-
NFL is stupid.
Maybe they realized what they did, and that's why Joe Burrow took his place. Because
Oh, Joe Burrow wasn't even, like-
3. Yeah, Josh Allen was number 3 for MVP.
Lamar
candidate.
Jackson just shouldn't be in
No,
the
Lamar
Pro Bowl.
Jackson
Like,
wasn't.
I'm sorry, but he just shouldn't be in the Pro Bowl.
No.
he should.
It's all right. It's all right.
No.
You're okay.
They just
What is
wanna-
the NFL?
It's
You're
just
right.
a skills
It's
competition.
okay.
But like,
That's what they want to see.
It's all
They
right.
do get paid, though, if they make the Pro Bowl. A lot of people's contracts have, if
Really?
you make the Pro Bowl, we give you a bonus.
hey, that's a resume. How many times you make the Pro Bowl? Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl anymore?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Dude, last year it was a Madden game.
Yeah. So I mean,
Oh yeah, what the heck was
I-
that?
It was
I didn't
literally
even
a
watch.
game
It was
of
a tournament,
Madden,
wasn't it?
I
thought it was a
I didn't
tournament.
watch
but
it.
when they look at
that's
your
awesome.
resume, it's like, oh, 6-time Pro Bowler. So it's like you do want to
Yeah,
make
but
it.
What about last year? Do they count them if they went and played a game of Madden?
No way.
You're a $1 billion corporation.
It wasn't.
Hey, COVID
it, wa-
in that,
it,
dude.
wa-
COVID in that.
Huh?
it wasn't like there because it was because of like COVID and whatnot.
You're a $1 billion corporation.
Yeah, you said it.
And you played Madden.
They don't even go to
Madden.
Hawaii anymore. They just go to Orlando.
They should have done a virtual game,
What happened?
They could've-
VR.
a VR game.
Lightsaber
Oh,
fight
that'd
or
be
whatever.
cool.
That
They,
would-
they
That'd
could
be
have played
cool.
Brock Paper Scissors shooting out. I liked it more.
That'd been awesome.
Wow.
They should have played all of the Squid Games. Even though
All right, guys. Big game tonight. If
One
you're a
more
Larry's
week.
fan, let us know what's about to go down when we throw down.
We're doing this one more time. That's it.
We're
The
doing this
playoffs.
one more time.
wow.
We're still going to be uploading videos throughout
Maybe.
the playoffs,
Who knows?
after the
We might all
playoffs,
be dead.
everything. Unless if we die. I hope that doesn't happen.
But if all 4 of us have to die, if only
All
like
4 of
3
us.
of us,
Yeah.
you'll just have one person.
Like, we literally have people on backup ready to go if, like, anybody goes down.
If you don't want to see them.
No, we
you don't
don't.
want to see them.
No, we
They're
don't.
pretty.
Frank's
they're pretty
definitely, like,
disgusting.
number 1. Like,
Oh,
he's
no.
like,
Oh, what happened?
I thought he was.
Did you adjust it?
what happened?
You adjusted the lineup?
Yeah. I
Oh.
put him back up at number 1 because he
Okay.
bought me a Pizza Hut pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Tune into the next videos.
We out.
Bye.
Peace.